A dramatic rescue in Little Cottonwood Canyon, caught by our own Chopper 5. The 18-year-old woman down there is in the hospital after a helicopter crew hoisted her away. News specialist Andrew Adams learns it's been a busy year for these kinds of rescues, but fortunately, rescuers have a one-of-a-kind tool to help them. Tell us about this, Andrew.
Well, Deanie, when the slope is steep, the terrain is treacherous, and minutes can make the difference between life and death. Rescue crews will often opt to respond through the air, but they're not the ones flying into harm's way. Instead, they're relying on some highly trained medical teams. The whir of urgency in Little Cottonwood Canyon as crews rushed to an injured hiker.
She had fallen 50 feet and landed in a pool of water.
In an area known as Lisa Falls.
They do believe that there was a head injury simply based on the fact that she's unconscious. That's a lot of trauma on your body no matter how you land.
Chopper 5 is overhead to capture what unfolds next. A paramedic lowered from a life-flight helicopter assessing the injured woman.
The helicopter can fly up on a steep mountainside right to where you're at.
And it does here, angling close to the slope.
There's a couple of quick turns and he's behind a cliff that you didn't even recognize was there.
Moments later, the cable is secure and the ride begins.
They got her packaged up in that hoist and were able to fly her off of the mountain.
We usually average about 10 to 15 of these a year.
This year, Life-Flight Operations Director Bill Butts says there have already been 17 in a little over 6 months.
I mean, we did like 8 in 1 month.
Meeting the demand, a unique supplier.
We are still the only civil operators that do hoist rescue operations in the United States.
Since the first patient hoist in 1999, 325 more have followed.
These guys really need to be on their toes, really need to be aware of what the aircraft's doing. And what the winds are telling them and what that terrain looks like.
Equipped with a long cable.
That's 265 feet.
That can carry up to 550 pounds.
We bring them up to the upstop.
This chopper and its crew are on constant alert, helping the injured when they need it most.
It was really fortunate that Life Flight was able to get to her, get the hoist there, and get her hoisted up and out of there. It saved us a couple of hours, I would imagine, in the rescue effort.
The woman injured in today's rescue has been identified as 18-year-old Abigail Ward. Last update, she was in serious condition with head and internal injuries. Back to you.
Well, we and she are lucky to have these resources available. Andrew, thanks.
Well, now